It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Yeah. When we have our own studio, I want to have the best AC. Actually, fuck the AC. I'd rather have hot girls with big-ass palm leaves fanning us at all times.
Can you turn my headphones down a little bit? It sounds like you're yelling in my ears.
Is it that bad?
It's just really loud. I don't know.
I feel like it was the same volume that it's always been. I was wondering why you were frowning at me. I was like, do you not like my dreams and aspirations for our future studio?
No, because you know those are all words that I love. You know every single one of those words I enjoy. But
pretty sure I was just checking off everything on your list.
You were just yelling at me, and that I didn't enjoy.
You know,
was I frowning?
You were frowning.
I'm sorry. I didn't control my face.
More than just a frown, it was actually disgust. Is what I saw.
Pretty disgusted.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing well, dude. The Christmas season is hitting me like a ton of bricks.
Oh, you didn't prepare?
What do you mean I didn't prepare?
Well, I had all my shopping done before December 1st.
Well, that's not what I meant, but congratulations to you. What I meant is like the feelings are all hitting me all at once.
The emotions. It's just like you miss people and stuff like that.
Actually, yeah, the depressing side of the emotions, if we're going to get a little real, the fact that we can't meet up in big groups and I can't see my family members.
Sure.
It's fucking disheartening. But
how has that been going for like the Filipino culture of not having family parties? Are your families like just collapsing left and right?
I think everyone's losing weight because
that's hilarious. I can guarantee it.
It's because we still eat a lot at home, but in comparison to you come to a few of my family parties.
No, actually not one.
No, come on, I've invited you. You're making me sound like an ass right now.
No, I'm not trying to make you sound like an ass, but I've never been to one of your family parties.
You have
the closest I've ever gone to is one of your birthday party a couple years ago.
Yeah,
when your mom tricked us and took a fake shot.
Oh, by the way, Mom, why did you take a fake shot? Take a real shot. Stop being a pussy. Sorry, Mom.
Called out.
I'm so sorry.
She's listening to it on mute. It's fine.
Yeah, she does not listen to this podcast.
I think that's the closest to a family party I've ever gotten to.
Well, just imagine that. There are some family parties that are bigger. There's probably more food sometimes. And you're going to take home a shit ton of leftovers. And so you're easily going to gain weight. So with the lack of family parties during this COVID year, I'm pretty sure most Filipinos have lost weight because we're not eating as many greasy foods.
Sure. I, on the other hand, am at my heaviest.
Are you?
I'm knocking on 200 right now.
It's all muscle, bro.
I wish. It's some. It is some. But no, not as much as I would like.
But I say you're hiding it well. Because also take into consideration that you are.
I also slouch when I sit.
You're tall. You're 6 feet, dude. Everyone looks fat when they slouch, man.
Now I'm like flexing my pecs and shit.
When I meet new people, I make sure that I stand up straight, that I'm sucked in, and
you suck them in.
Yeah, I'm straight up turned into Kirby, and I'm like, whoop! But I want to divert this conversation,
please,
because by the time this episode comes out, it will be the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
And I wanted to surprise you.
No.
Because I got you a gift.
You said you didn't. You said
because I'm a great actor. Daniel Day-Lewis over here.
You said you didn't.
I got you. Of course I got you a gift, man. But don't think anything like it's too big. Because it's just a little coup de grace. And it's something that you've talked about a bunch. And you already own some of their merch. But I wanted to...
What is it?
Let me just grab it.
Yeah, where...
I'm hiding it underneath this wig.
Oh my God! I was just gonna say. I was like, I don't know what. Oh my God!
It's birds aren't real.
Fuck
cap.
Yes! I'm so kitted out now.
I know because I know that you bought yourself some merch and you've had some other friends buy you a beanie and so
Nick Lowe and Christian, my two best friends, got me the one thing that they know I really like.
Dude, it looks dope. I like that. It's a nice color.
This is a great hat.
Oh, I'm so glad that you like it, dude.
I'm so happy. Oh man, thank you, Christian.
Yeah, dude. As we shake it. The most professional way to show gratitude.
Thank you.
I got myself a shirt too. Maybe I'll wear it on the future episodes.
Did you get your card?
I do have a card.
Yes!
And like we said in the previous episode with Becca, we will fill out the cards in crayon.
Correct.
That's right. So Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
I was going to say I love you, but I know how you feel about...
No, say it.
I love you.
Thanks.
Oh, wow.
I love you too.
Okay. I'm glad that it's we're working on it. And that was much smoother than the past few times. Are you going to let go of my hand?
No, sir.
Okay.
I, just so they know, baddies, I did have a gift for you as well.
Yes.
But I forgot it at home. It's homemade. Mm-hmm. So I'll bring it to you maybe on the next week's episode.
Hey, that's fine. I'll act surprised. I'll probably forget that it's Christmas. But Are you gonna let go of my hand?
Okay, fine.
You're just bringing it lower and lower, and I don't know where you're gonna bring it.
I was trying to find if there was like a comfortable spot.
No,
but it
dude.
was too like.
If we're both shaking with right hands, then like I'm turned in such a direction where I'm probably gonna pop my shoulder. And...
You know what? Never mind.
You have longer limbs than I do, so you could
correct
easily do it.
Anyways, thank you so much for the hat.
Yeah, dude.
This makes me very happy.
It's like I was so close to giving it to you last week, but I was like, nah, I want to save it before an episode. Right? Yeah, I was gonna give it to you last week. But I'm glad you like it.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, dude. I mean, once you tagged me in the giveaway that they have, I was like, I have to get him a Birds on Real hat or shirt or something, dude.
You're the best, brother. You're the best.
Thanks, dude.
Guess I got to buy you a present now.
Oh, wow. No, dude, I'm not one of those individuals that...
Well, Christmas, this is what Christmas is about. It's like when you give a gift, it's like, I care about you, this much money amount.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're thinking in a materialistic fashion, you know...
That's an Office reference.
It's like a... haven't seen The Office yet, and that's my fucking fault.
You have, like, literally from right now, 15 days to watch it.
Yeah, I'm a schmuck, dude, and I know there's so many things on my list of things to watch. I just...
You could blow through The Office, though, pretty quick.
You think so?
Yeah, because there's not really too much of a through line. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It could be my go-to-sleep show.
100%.
Like how I told you, I always fall asleep with the TV on.
Except it'll turn into like you being up for 8 hours because that's what The Office does. Because you're laughing.
Oh man, I'm looking for something that's not so good where it distracts me from my daily life because I still got shit to do.
Documentaries, I don't know.
Documentaries, I have to legitimately pay attention to documentaries.
I've been using the Calm app to get to sleep a lot nowadays. Yeah.
Does it really work? What kind of... You could set it to a celebrity's voice to help you meditate,
Yeah, there's a couple celebrities. I haven't listened to them. I use it more for like the meditation stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to get one with my inner peace, bro. You know what I mean?
And how's that working for you?
I think it's working okay.
You're peaceful internally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so than I have been in the past. Oh, that's actually not a lie.
Yeah, dude, you are glowing. Let me tell you that.
Thanks, man. It's the Prozac.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When you don't want to talk about something, you just got to throw it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's out there and I'm not afraid to it. I am getting help for what I'm working on.
Which is fucking awesome. Like I said,
I'm not ashamed.
I think it's healthy to be emotionally aware.
Yes, I'm very aware.
And I've been like coming back to like how we have this this kind of duality.
Yes.
Where you generally like to be closed off emotionally, and I am just transparent to a fault.
Sure.
Right?
Kind of. Sometimes you can hide what you're thinking.
I'm getting better at it, dude.
Yeah.
Because if I could, being a sensitive fuck that I was back in the day, if I was frustrated or like heartbroken over a girl that I liked, I'd just show it. I'd victimize myself.
That's definitely not me.
I don't think you victimize yourself, though.
That's very nice of you to say. I have a doctor that would say different.
Really?
I don't victimize myself. You're right. But I do like blame myself. Where it's like, oh man, this is where I could have been different. It's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The past is the past.
Well, it depends on like how you
just breathe it away.
How you use that. It could be constructive or destructive.
I just build up and building and building and building
until you implode.
Have you heard of Krakatoa, the world's biggest volcanic eruption?
No. Where's that located?
Krakatoa Island.
Where's Krakatoa Island?
I don't know. Some of the South Pacific.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
You don't remember?
It's a big volcano.
It was huge. You don't remember the SpongeBob episode when they become like the super friends, and Squidward has
Yes.
He has a volcano in his. He goes Krakatoa.
I do remember that. Okay, dude. SpongeBob references still hitting.
SpongeBob season 1 and 2. Honestly,
what was the There was a conspiracy theory, and I don't know if it was confirmed by the creators that SpongeBob, much like many other shows, that's another. Here, let's touch up on it. I do want to talk about this. They say that SpongeBob is a post-apocalyptic show, which is why there's like a bunch of like shipwreckage that basically makes up Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
Or where's the... Remember after they go to Glove World?
Yes.
And SpongeBob gets left behind in this real sketch ghetto area.
I can't understand your accent.
They say that town was basically... Rock Bottom?
It was called Rock Bottom.
That's what it was called, Rock Bottom. And that was like the part of the ocean that was hit with... What do you call it?
A nuclear explosion?
Yeah, there's like some nuclear shit, which is why they're all mutated. They speak in a different language. And Bikini Bottom is like, they're still normal fish.
Sure.
Well, all of them are kind of fucked because they all talk, and I think that's just a side effect of all of the nuclear whatever happened prior to SpongeBob. But this is a deep conspiracy, and I don't know if it's confirmed.
It's definitely, I would say no.
But it's fun to ponder, ain't it?
I do know this is not a conspiracy. That SpongeBob was originally supposed to be a more adult show.
And then what happened?
And then Adult Swim didn't want to buy it. So they sold it to Nickelodeon instead, and they changed a whole bunch of...
It was supposed to be an Adult Swim thing?
It was supposed to be like an adult cartoon. Like, it was going to be... that's why it's like Sandy Cheeks, like a butt, and like Mr. Krabs lives in Bikini Bottom, like, you know, crabs in a bikini bottom.
Yeah.
SpongeBob was a tampon, shit like that.
What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Honestly, like, probably SpongeBob or something like that.
That's a solid one. I remember people would make up this thing where they would say, if you watch SpongeBob as a kid...
You're
statistically, you're is that like your go-to?
Well, I don't. That's what kids would say. That's something kids would say. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, that's something like kids would. Do you remember the? Okay, not to detract too much, but do you remember like the kid test where they'd be like, "Look at your nails." You know exactly what I'm talking about.
If you go like this, okay. Shout out Greg Sunga. He would say that I have sissy lala fingers because when I would look at my nails, I guess I would come off as gay because I wouldn't go like this. I wouldn't look at it with my palm facing me, but I would curve it to myself, but so much to the point where my fingers would bend.
Your hand, you say I have weird fingers?
These are sissy lala hands.
Whoa, no, those are octopus tentacles, bro.
My fingers.
That's a straight up octopus tentacle, bro.
Does it look like the fried onion bloom?
It looks, it's called a bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onion?
That looks like a starfish.
Wow. Speaking of SpongeBob, yeah, dude, it's weird. I have a weird phalanges on me.
I got one.
You got one weird phalange? Ooh. You're dirty, dude.
I'm a dirty girl.
Dirty man.
Oh, man. I slept bad on my neck the other day. It's still killing me.
Same here. It was meant to be. What happened?
I actually didn't sleep bad. I was on my phone like this. You know what I mean? Curled up.
Oh, yeah.
And like as soon as I got up to go to the bathroom, I was like, I like couldn't look left.
We're getting old. Because if we had done that as children could fall asleep anywhere. Just but
like
us.
Kick. Like, you know, that like kick up. That...
Oh, the Chinese get up is what I call it.
That's what kids do to get up out of bed.
Fuck, dude, they're so quick. Kids don't slog out of bed. They're just like, I'm up.
My niece is, I'm convinced that girls under 5 are indestructible.
I believe it, dude.
Like, I'm convinced.
I believe it.
Girls under 5 are indestructible.
I've never seen a girl under 5 years old in the hospital.
Except for John Benet Ramsey.
Oh. Well, if you want to take it in that direction. Well, okay, tell me about your niece.
She's just a ball of fire, spitfire, straight up.
Yeah, we've hung out with her before, and she could hold a conversation. She should have a podcast, if anything.
Let's not give children things that they shouldn't have.
Is that too much power to give her that idea?
That's why kids shouldn't be on Twitter. Anyways, I just found an old video of her when she was like maybe 2 years ago. She was running around the house and like just making laps. You know, babies sometimes just like do laps.
Yeah.
And it was like a 5-minute video of her just like running laps in the house.
Holy shit! At like 2 years old?
Just like as soon as she learned to walk, just.
Pretty sure I was still a fat fuck when I was 2 years old,
still
dude.
A fat fuck.
And I'm still a fat fuck. You know how they say young at heart? I'm you know.
Fat at heart.
Fat at heart. I'm pretty sure that's cholesterol.
I was a fat baby.
You were a little thick?
Yeah, thick and bald.
A lot of cartilage. Oh, yeah, thick and bald. That's a name of a song you should come out with if you were a rapper.
Thick and bald?
Yeah, thick and bald. You won't pull many girls, and not many models will come to shoot your music video because thick and bald is actually not that flattering.
It's like Biggie Smalls.
Unless you're talking about a penis, maybe. Thick and bald. That's what it could be, dude.
Nice. Way to save it. Way to save it.
Thank you. That's improv, dude.
What's that on your chest, bro? What are you wearing?
Oh, I would like to give a big shout out to our friend Monica Duong. She gifted us some merch. I bought some sweatpants, but she's a longtime friend of ours, and she gave us a bunch of merch. Monica Duong Art. Follow her on Instagram or go to monicaduongart.com.
This stands for Art
Saves All. ASA. Some dope merch. Thank you so much. I'm flattered.
Both are. We're both very stoked to wear this. When I saw the picture on Instagram, I was like, I hope Christian doesn't wear all of that because I want some too.
Can you imagine if I was just like bundled up in?
I would have. I wouldn't have said anything. Like if you would have just started wearing it and just like kept all the shirts, I would have been like,
Really?
All right, I'll remember that for when I get free stuff.
That would be the most selfish thing to do.
We're pretty good at sharing.
Yeah, I think we would. You think we would have been friends if we were kids?
I think we were friends when we were kids.
Like kids, dude.
Elementary school kids?
Yes. Describe like what was your personality like as a kid, and I'll see if I could match with that, with what my personality type was.
I was a weird kid, bro. I got very attached to other people, kids. Like I craved attention.
Mm-hmm. Is that why I became a thespian?
No, I don't have a religion.
Sorry. Is that why you became an actor?
Oh, maybe. No, but that's probably why I have a podcast. No, I think we might have been friends. I don't know. What were you like as a kid? I think, you know who I was like as a kid? You know who I was best friends with when I was in elementary school?
Darius, right?
It was Darius Adele.
Shout out to Darius Adele. He was a member of our high school improv team. But yeah, you've told me that a bunch of times.
Yeah, he was my first friend.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I would have been probably your third. I think we would have gotten along. Here, I'll describe myself. You tell me if you would have gotten along with a person like me. I definitely was more of an alpha as a kid than I am now.
No, I wouldn't have been your friend.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to...
Holy shit.
Whatever the first thing you were going to say, I was going to say...
You were going to say that?
Yeah. So you were an alpha kid?
I was the type because I was really good. I grew bigger, faster than other people.
So you were like literally the biggest kid around.
So I was the best with my thick legs. I was able to be really good at kickback. I was probably like the second best at kicking the ball the highest. And so
Nice.
people wanted me on their side. I was the type of person that people would meet up at the playground come recess if to kind of come up with whatever games we were to play. So I used to be, and I still am obsessed with Lord of the Rings. And I was so obsessed to the point where, you know, the basic kid thing. You know, you go to the playground, let's play Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And then, you know, split into two teams. One people be one group of kids be the orcs, and one group of kids be obviously the heroes. And then we choose our characters, and like I say, I'm Gimli. Oh, you're Legolas, and like blah 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 blah. And,
Legolas?
Legolas.
Oh, so sorry.
Did you watch? You didn't watch Lord of the Rings?
No, but I listened to Led Zeppelin, and a lot of their songs are Lord of the Rings references.
That's fucking awesome. Maybe I should start listening to Led Zeppelin.
I was just gonna say you should definitely get into Led Zeppelin because as much witchcraft as David Bowie, except like Lord of the Rings witchcraft because they were nerds.
I'm into it. That sounds amazing. But to get back into it, yeah, I would be that guy. It's so much to the point I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings. So much to the point that I created my own Lord of the Rings trading card game. This sounds very nerdy.
No, that's impressive.
But I'm very proud.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Basically, I took index cards and just created a bunch of different trading cards with the same back and the same logo, and like basically just ripped off the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh and put it into these Lord of the Rings trading card games.
Still creative.
I still have them. I should show you, and we should try to play. You want to tape it just on the wall? Okay.
I used to play pretend with like Darius, and we used to have another friend, Jesse Camrath and Aaron Glover. We all used to hang out and play pretend. We would be X-Men one day and then spies the next day. And I went to Joe Henderson Elementary right here in Benicia, and we had the dopest playgrounds until they got rid of them all because they were super dangerous. Like,
How are they dangerous?
You know, like the OG kid playgrounds where they're like just metal monkey bars, like shaped like a spider.
Yeah.
Or like just like a slide that's like 20 feet in the air for no reason.
Yep.
And then like the slide down pole. The slide down pole is like by far the most dangerous thing you can have.
The slide down pole is an ankle shatterer. That is just...
Or the spinny slide down pole.
Oh, those are difficult,
that everybody climbs up instead of sits on and like spins around.
Yeah.
Like we had all of those things. And I remember like kids breaking their arms all the time.
Wow, really?
Oh, yeah.
The only thing to save your fall was what, tan bark? Oh, my God. Who in their right mind thought that tan bark
Boomers.
What the fuck?
Because they played on cement and they're like, this is good enough.
You'll survive.
Now it's like old tires. You know what I mean?
Oh, is that what's thrown into playgrounds now?
Playgrounds that I've seen, a lot of times they have like old tires or like rubbery things.
I haven't been to a playground in years, which is probably a good thing as a grown man. Yeah. Stay far away.
I used to have a dog,
Uh-huh.
and we used to go on walks and go to the park and stuff like that. And then after she passed away, I remember going to a park and just like sitting there and thinking to myself like, hey, I've been sitting here at a park by myself for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you sound a little sketch.
So I thought to myself, I was like, I should probably get going.
Were you wearing sunglasses too?
Of course. And then I was
like...
Yeah,
that's even more sketch.
And then I was like, when I had a dog, at least it was like, oh no, I got a dog, and no one would think anything of it. But now that I don't have a dog, it's just like, that man's all by himself.
Having a dog is just good in most situations where dogs are allowed.
Yeah, we had a friend who has a small like Chihuahua, and we went out drinking with her, and I got to hold the dog, and I was the talk of the town. I mean, everybody wanted to be my best friend.
Yeah, because what it shows, especially being like
shout out Rory.
Shout out Rory. I've met Rory before. What it shows to own a dog in these public spaces, especially as a male during these times, is that you're approachable. If you are responsible enough to take care of a dog and to like have something, that is dependent on you and you can take care of it, then it says that, okay, you're probably not a bad person. It's like having a kid. If you're like a single dad, that's apparently the most attractive thing that you could be. To women in a certain age group, obviously. I mean, like if you had a kid in high school and you're walking around with a baby in the high school grounds, people would be like, man, guy should have used contraceptives. You're not stopping me, so I'm just gonna keep going until I sound silly.
New topic.
You said new topic?
New topic.
Pretty sure that's not how podcasts work. You can't just wave your hand and say next.
New topic. I'm starting a new thing. It's called new topic. You go like this, and you just start a new topic.
That's the biggest block that you could probably do.
It's horrible, but I had to justify it.
Can you imagine like being on a date and just be like, new topic?
I'm bored talking about this. Actually, I think I know that's like one of the best negs I've ever heard of in my life.
New topic.
No, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Holy shit.
Just like go back to talking about me. That's a horrible, horrible thing.
I'm trying to think about if a girl were to do that to me, would I be more attracted to her or just so thrown off that I don't ever want to talk to her?
It's all in the delivery. I recently was at work and somebody came up to me and was like, hey, do you have any hair ties? I was like, oh yeah, we got some over here. And so I was walking to go get her one. And then she was like, she started to explain like, oh, I had one in the car and blah, blah, blah. And like, as soon as she started, I was like, yeah, you don't need to explain yourself to me. And like my coworker started laughing and he was like, what's funny is like, she laughed too. She's like, she saw that as like a joke of being like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to explain yourself. Here's hair ties. Don't worry about it. But what it really was like, I honestly don't give a fuck. We have hair ties. Here they are. I don't need to hear any fucking explanation, any story. That's the end of this transaction.
Wow. Just leave
For me,
it
it's like, I don't give a fuck. But like I'm able to play it off now as like a funny joke with her like, he's so silly. And like,
I think people probably, a lot of girls have thought that I'm gay because, to take it in that direction, because I always have questions about hair, right? About like
and women's fashion. You are interested in women's fashion
because I worked at H&M, and
but that doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't explain why you're into women's fashion. You should honestly, I think you're into women's fashion because of your mother's obsession with dolls.
No, whoa, no.
Hang on, let's break it down.
Let's break it down if we're gonna do a breakdown.
Because I think your mother's obsession with dolls and how she's like really into like dressing them and dressing the dogs and dressing the dolls and changing their clothes and things like that and treating them like living things. I think you growing up always saw the care and the meticulousness that your mother had on these small women clothings of the dolls. And so when you started working at H&M, you kind of dressed dolls as well and the mannequins, and you got to watch and see how different cuts and different clothings fit on different women and different body types. So you almost had like the same attraction that your mother has to dolls, but to like live full-sized women. And so now you see women dressed in something that you're kind of interested in, like, or you like the way it lays, you like the fabric or the material that they have. And I think somewhere in the deep recesses of your mind, I think it has something to do with your mommy.
Interesting take. I won't give you pushback on that because it could be not completely, but partially subconscious. Maybe.
I think you said completely, so it is.
But me definitely working at H&M, especially around the time where I was like newly single from my first relationship, and so I'm checking out women, and I like seeing them in like new clothes, right? And I'm like trying to make myself look good because I'm
you did look
newly
really
single.
Good.
Thank you very much, dude.
You wore suits and stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if I was shopping while I was working, I'll put it at that, right?
Of course.
And so
who isn't?
Right? I was like hiding clothes behind other clothes. I was like, this just came in and this is my size and no one's fucking buying it. Just me. But I would be the personal shopper for a lot of women.
Celebrities.
I wish. I mean, I told you, I once saw Aisha Curry shopping at the H&M, and that was super cool. And so some girls would come up to me for personal shopping reasons. They'd be like, I have an interview coming up. What do you suggest that I wear? And so like I would have to actually go into the changing room with them. Not in the changing room with them, but like the area where the changing rooms are. And then like they would try different things on. And there was something really rewarding about seeing the satisfaction on like a woman's face. Like when like, oh wow, I didn't even know I could wear this with this. And like, I think I look great. Like, thank you. Like I'll wear this entire outfit and I'll take it. And like,
That's awesome.
I didn't I think you vibe with the reward, the satisfaction that comes with being able to sell something, right?
Yeah.
To an extent, you're more of a salesman than I am. I've heard you talk,
Yes.
and you got yourself basically what the gift that Vince Vaughn has. You can just talk right out your ass.
Thank you. Yes, I do like to think I used to get in trouble for talking too much, and now they pay me to do it.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
And that's why we have podcasts, because we just
Oh yeah, I wish that they could pay me some more for how much I talk. Honestly, but
we could pay less for like.
But in a way, I'm getting paid to talk. You know what I mean? Like they have me call people and shit. And,
absolutely, dude. Do you think that's a reason?
Fires.
Okay, with having a podcast, do you notice yourself talking less in real life because we do this so much for this podcast?
No, man, you can't put a muzzle on this baby.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's actually like when we're hanging out with people,
I don't stop.
It can be refreshing to hang out with you and other people because I could just sit back, relax, and like you could do the talking.
But I'm always on, like unless I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
But if I'm in it and I'm on, there's no off until I get home. You know that.
And then like, what's up?
Well, I was gonna say I was recently out with this girl and she was driving and I was in the passenger seat and I was doing the Alex thing, and then I realized like this had been the first time where she like experienced it, or maybe like for the first or second time we'd ever like really hung out, and this was like the first time she really got to see me like go off on one of my tangents and bits.
Yeah.
And then after about like a 5-minute bit, I kind of like stopped and was like, so this is what I'm really like. I was like, so if this isn't doing it for you,
if this is what you want, it's here on the table.
Because get used to this.
I like that. I think I'm gonna. If I was single, I think I would borrow that, because that's transparency. That's like I said, being aware. It comes back, being I think it would be much worse if you just like talked so much but weren't aware of it. But there's something that is charming about being aware of certain traits. Like saying like, hey, this is me. And also the fact that we could say like, hey, this is me, take it or leave it, right?
Honestly, like I'm not changing,
Yeah.
If I was going to change for anybody, it probably would have been the last one, and I didn't change for her, so why am I going to change for the next one? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And that's good to stay grounded and like, it's cliche, but we don't have to change for anyone or anything, right?
Yes, we are our own people.
Yes.
I'm happy with who I am.
Yeah, and I'm happy with who you are.
This is a great way to end the year.
Yes.
A lot of self-reflection in 2020, I will say. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. We're spending a lot more time indoors. We have less distractions other than the pandemic and politics. And aside from that, we do have a lot of time to
like
self-reflect.
Major celebrity deaths and just holidays that have been canceled. And, you're right. We've had nothing to distract us.
Yeah, nothing. For the holidays, you usually just keep it tight, right?
Yeah, we used to have a little bit more family here until my brother moved to Texas, so we would always do stuff with the kids. Now that he's in Texas, it's just me and the folks, and so we do keep it fairly small. But
like when you would have family parties, it wouldn't be nearly as large as the Filipino family parties that I was talking about.
No, never. I think you've been to the biggest parties I've had at my house.
Oh, yes, I have been.
Yeah. And that's not like a secret, Mom. Like, you were probably also at the parties, Mom.
Yeah.
Like,
your house is like, you know how to throw a good time.
We know how to have fun in the Middleton household, bro.
Yeah, dude. I think what I like about the Middleton household is your guys' back patio.
Oh, thank you.
Where we could have cigars and some drinks.
Yeah.
And like my future home, I envision having a back patio like that. I want that.
Yeah. Well, wait a couple years. My parents will probably put that house up for sale. My dad was just saying that he wants you and Otis to come over and have a cigar whiskey day and stuff like that.
I love how excited your father gets when we're saying like, "Hey, let's go smoke cigars."
Well, because he's a cigar aficionado.
It's freaking awesome, dude. He's like. One time when we were all smoking cigars in your garage and he had just pulled up to the driveway, I've never seen a man
get giddy.
Get giddy. A man of that age get giddy, run to the back.
Let me go get a cigar.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he threw on Rod Stewart or Barry Manilow and we were just jamming.
It's the same CD that's in the garage all the fucking time.
That's even better that it's never changed out.
No, it's honestly like it was put in there once and then like never came out.
Do you have CDs that remind you of like long drives that your parents would just like keep in the family car?
So not necessarily CDs. I do remember as a kid, my parents used to have these tapes, and they were white tapes with like red labels, and they were classic songs from the 60s, 70s, and then there was one tape that was the 70s, one tape that was the 80s, and that's where me and my brother learned a lot of like Motown classics and things like that. But when we would go on like trips and I was a kid, me and my brother really liked listening to like books on tape.
Ooh.
So we used to listen to like Harry Potter on tape.
Really?
And like my parents would sometimes play that in the car on the drive to LA because, you know, that's what we wanted to listen to. When I was in the shower as a kid growing up, I listened to Harry Potter on tape over and over and over and over and over again because, you know, that's how tapes
Do you think
are.
you'd be able to do it again?
You know, I think that's why I like podcasts because it's the spoken word that I like listening to.
Yeah.
That's also why I like, you know, some people can't do audiobooks, but like I can do audiobooks and gather a bunch. In fact, I just finished listening to the last podcast on the left book, which was incredibly interesting. 10 chapters of very vivid, graphic serial killers.
Wow.
And it was intense.
I didn't realize that they came out with their own audiobook.
Well, they came out with a book this year, and they were going to go on a book tour, but, you know, everything got canceled. But yeah, there's also an audiobook version of it, and that's what I downloaded, and it's primo, bro.
Would you ever get into something like that, like using your voice for like an audiobook?
Yeah, I mean, I think people enjoy the sound of my voice.
Would you ever do like voice acting?
I mean, if the opportunity arose, I would be interested in trying it out. But I don't know the thing about it is I don't know anything about it. So, I mean, if people want to enlighten me, I'd be happy to learn more. But
I have this friend from high school. She was in color guard when I was in band. Shout out Tria. I've recently discovered that she's doing the damn thing with voice acting, and
That's awesome.
Because she has like a very like light, high, giddy voice, and so she's using her voice acting for like a bunch of kids' cartoons or like children's audiobooks and all that stuff.
That's awesome. That's incredible. I mean, if you're able to use that kind of stuff to your advantage, I mean, more power to you.
Favorite voice actor?
Justin Roiland.
Of course. I knew you were going to say it. Rick and Morty, dude.
Or Tom Kenny, the guy who does Spongebob's voice.
Yes.
He does like everything.
He's also in Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, Adventure Time, like any cartoon, Tom Kenny's probably.
Incredible voice actor. And it's like, sorry, go ahead.
I'll just say Seth MacFarlane, and then of course Mel Blanc from.
You know, Seth MacFarlane came out with his own Christmas album.
Yes, it's really good. He's got an incredible singing voice.
Great crooner.
But he's got the singing voice. He's got what I call, and I don't mean this as an insult. He's got what I call karaoke voice.
That what? Because he's able to imitate.
Exactly. Much like the Filipino guy who's the lead singer for Journey right now.
Arnel Pineda.
Yep. That's the one. I think he's an incredible singer, but I think what he's incredible at is mimicking Steve Perry's voice.
Yeah, like if you're going to be entirely successful as a vocalist, you have to be unique and whatnot. That sounded really good in my headphones. That was cool.
Yeah. You, on the other hand, you have a good karaoke voice because you're good at karaoke, but you also have a good voice that's your voice. So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So when you sing songs, like if you sing like Me and Mrs. Jones or what was that Ray Charles song that I love that you do?
You Don't Know Me.
When you sing that song, you're not singing it like Ray Charles. You're not imitating his voice. Mm-hmm. You're not copying Michael Bublé's version of it. Like you're singing Christian's version of You Don't Know Me.
Yes.
And that's what I love most about the way that you sing, because it's easy for, and I don't mean this bad, but it's easy for like Filipinos to copy things for the karaoke.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree so much. But thank you. I'm like, that's so flattering. You Don't Know Me by Ray Charles is like my go-to song. It is a song.
That album you have behind you is one of his best.
Exactly. That's why I hung it up. It's a song where no matter how many times I sing it, I don't get tired of singing it. And no matter how many times I hear it, it still sparks that emotion within me. Just because its lyrics are so heartbreaking, and I was able to connect with it strongly during a certain point of my life. And I appreciate you saying that I don't sing it like him.
No, you don't. And that's not I wasn't saying it like an insult at all.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't take it as an insult. I mean, that's something that I aspire to be, is like have my own voice.
Sure.
Because anyone can sound like, and you could be an impersonator for so long and that could get you so far. But a lot of the top singers, they're like, they have a unique voice. Michael Bublé, he's a crooner, but he doesn't sound entirely like Frank Sinatra. He could probably imitate each and every one of those crooners.
Agreed.
But he could do his own damn thing,
too. He's doing his own version of it, yeah.
Yeah, man. If you were to sing professionally, what genre would you do?
Classic Italian opera.
Ooh. Let's hear a sample.
No.
Oh, not actually.
Really?
Actually.
Really?
Not bad. You did, for like a throwaway run, you were able to like do this run that like I would actually have to really try to do.
No.
Dude, runs are so hard. Vocal versatility is one of the hardest things. And like the fact that that was recorded and that we could play that back, honestly, you hit that scale pretty well.
I once had, when I did musical theater in a different lifetime, one time when I was just fucking around, I was singing with a song and somebody was like, holy shit, Alex, you actually can sing. And I was like, wait, I can? And they're like, not when you try though. And I was like, fuck.
You have to constantly not try.
When I throw it away is when I sing the best.
But I think, honestly, that's applicable with so many different things. I find that I'm way cooler with... that I was way better with girls back in like high school or college when I didn't like them.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's actually a fact. But I'd say I think you're best with girls like now because you're so not trying to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it's like because there's no even like ounce of effort.
Yes.
It now appears on the other side, and now it seems like everything you do is just so effortless. Like
it's
now
effortless.
Now it's the other side of it. Yeah.
Because I'm taken.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's my whole goal when I meet people. Like when I meet new girls and stuff like that.
Is effortless?
Because I'm trying to like seem cool and like, yeah, this is easy.
My name's Alejandro.
Pretty much.
Was it the sunglasses help? Like I've said,
I don't actually wear the sunglasses when I'm meeting new people.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm trying to connect with people.
Oh.
This is all a facade. We're going to have to cut this out now.
I'm so used to... Wait, really?
I don't know.
I like how you didn't double down on that. But, yeah, I think it adds mystery. Well, you have to wear the sunglasses at the right place. Like, because if you're always wearing it indoors, then yeah, it's like kind of like a jerk thing, right? Always indoors.
Yeah. I do wear them. I do wear sunglasses 90% of the time of my life, anyways. Mm-hmm. So when I take them off and I'm looking you right in your fucking pupils, know that I'm looking at your soul.
Holy shit! You're like you stare at a lot of dogs, huh? You've been practicing your dominance, huh?
Actually, you know why I like wearing sunglasses? I like wearing sunglasses is because I hate when people say like, you should take the sunglasses off. I can't get a good read on you. That's actually bullshit. It's been statistically proven that you have no idea what I'm thinking with or without sunglasses. Anyways, it doesn't mean anything.
Really? Do you think your eyes don't communicate that much?
Not enough to make a difference. It's been proven that like judges who are supposedly like able to look at people and know who they can make a higher bail on because they think they're a flight risk or make a lower bail because they don't think that they're going to run away are constantly getting it wrong. They're constantly giving low bail to like unfortunately like white guys who like rape girls and stuff and they get away with it, and then like a black guy who steals a paper towel roll gets like $1 million bail, and it's just like you don't know what you're doing. Like judges are notoriously 90% wrong.
Isn't that wild? And they have so much power over people's lives. Like how many times have we heard of cases where people would be imprisoned for so long?
Lifetimes.
And then years and years later, they're found to be innocent.
They're just like exonerated, and they're like, yeah, sorry,
we can't give you those years back.
You're 68 and you spent 50 years in prison.
You didn't deserve it.
Yeah. I do think it, and then in that same experiment where they're looking at how judges make their decisions, they also tried it with a robot. If we just plug all of these factors into a computer and let the computer make the decision, this man has done this crime in the past, this is what he's here for now, or he's never done any of this stuff and this is what he's done now, and the computer calculates it all out, the computer was still wrong about 50% of the time, would still give a lighter bail to people who were actually flight risks or give a harder sentence to somebody who was actually probably innocent. Like it's just impossible to read people because humans are inherently deceiving.
Oh, we're bad.
Yeah.
Humans are very flawed.
Yeah, for sure.
We are so complex that what does it even mean to be a good person anymore? We all strive to be good, hopefully.
There's no such thing.
But like we've all done some shitty things that like on paper, like we've all thrown like racist remarks around just as like being like immature teenagers and whatnot, right? And like never. That's what like media teaches us is funny, right?
It is you're right. No, I don't mean to make that joke, but you're right. I think that's why like I think it's weird when people pull up tweets and old stuff from like years ago and it's like, yeah, but people can grow and people like jokes change and like you can see, I don't know,
context too, dude. Is it a bit? Is it really just a bit? If every moment of our life was recorded, everything that we've said, then we'd be canceled 10,000 times over.
Maybe 20.
Maybe 20,000 times. Honestly, yeah, we'd all be terrible people, but that's because we're all flawed. We're all, I want to talk to you about this. We are all driven by selfishness, right?
100%.
All of our selfless acts even subconsciously, even if we full-heartedly believe that it's selfless, there is a selfish drive. Like we want to give gifts because it feels good to give gifts because we are put on this pedestal like, look what I did. I made that person happy.
I don't want to wear this hat anymore.
No, but of course,
Okay.
I mean, of course, like that's me taking it to an extreme.
No.
But also, I feel fucking good about giving you that hat. I'm a great person.
All right. Yeah, virtue signaling is a problem. But doing something nice because you want to do something nice, or giving alms because that's part of the tenets of Islam or whatever. Like you should do nice things because doing nice things helps the community in the world.
Yeah.
But the virtue signaling is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, how could we be better people?
Just stop caring what other people think.
That's great advice, actually. That's great advice. That people even our age, we as performers still get stricken with, right?
Yeah.
I've talked about imposter syndrome constantly on this podcast. But like to circle back, when it's effortless, it's better, dude.
Yeah, man, the more you care, the less it matters.
Yeah. It's
Ooh, that's good.
You come up with so many shirt ideas.
I have told you in the past, like I honestly do believe whatever you love or care the most about, you're probably wrong because you're too close to the forest to see the trees.
Yeah, we're biased.
Doesn't
matter. You become biased about things that you're passionate about.
Everything you love, every hero you have, every movement you believe in is probably wrong. But you know what? That doesn't mean we shouldn't stop trying. That doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in those things, and that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to be a better person. You should just know that you're probably too close to the forest to see the trees.
Yeah. Do you judge people by their acts or by their effort?
No, 100% by skin color. No, I'm just kidding.
Canceled.
Just like flip it all the way around at the end of it. Just like, no, I only judge. No,
I judge people by their genders.
I judge people. No, dude. This is a witchy and specifically a thelemic thought of not treat people how they treat you, but not treat people how you want to be treated. It's treat people how they treat you. That's the inherently thelemic thought of like, it's not, the golden rule isn't treat people how you would wish to be treated or whatever, how Jesus said it. It's actually treat people how they would treat you. And that's kind of my thing. If I can take that witch thought, that witchy belief.
And I think that makes sense, especially I think that's more of like a prominent thing in these times because it's kind of, you want that mutual respect, especially like when we're striving for equality, but someone's not going to learn if you're nice to them and they're a dick or if they completely disrespect, right?
Sure.
We're all trying to lead by example, and like, why should I be nice to someone that's an asshole to me, right?
Well, some people say kill them with kindness, but I have never
killed anyone with kindness.
Just straight up killed them.
Oh, that's what you do? Canceled. Murderer. You want to do an improv scene?
Why not, man? We're 45 minutes into this thing. Are we? I don't know. I can't see the clock from here.
43 minutes. It's because of those sunglasses.
I was so close, bro.
Very close.
No, it's actually I have bad eyesight.
No.
Yeah, I wear contacts.
Yeah, you're wearing contacts.
Yeah, doesn't mean I have good eyesight.
Yeah, but like currently your eyesight is enhanced because of those lenses that are put into your eyes.
Not enhanced.
What?
I can see what normal people can see. 2020.
2020?
Yeah.
Good year.
Tires?
All right.
Man.
Do your thing, man.
Ladies and gentlemen. Highly relevant.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, how may I help you?
I'm the homeless guy from outside.
Okay.
I've been homeless for so long.
Yes.
And every Wednesday I come in here and I ask if you guys could give me some free bread. But usually it's Christina that gives it.
Mm-hmm.
I see that you're new here.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping if you have the Christmas spirit instilled in you, if I could have some free bread.
Sure. I know we go through this every week, sir. But this is a bank. Okay, it hasn't been a bakery for years. Christina hasn't worked here for years, sir. Every Wednesday you come in here and you wait in line patiently. Last week you filled out a deposit slip and asked for bread on it. Sir, we are not a bakery anymore. This is a bank.
I'm sorry. What's your name tag say?
Charles.
Okay, Charlie, if I may. I've been coming to this bakery for years now.
Yes, I know. And every Wednesday, Christina gives
Christina
you free bread.
Politsky always gives me ciabatta top of the line.
I know. Ciabatta
Sourdough top of the line.
I know, with the cheese and the jalapenos on top. You tell me this every week, sir.
Italian herbs
sir, do you
and
not
cheese.
remember? I'm sorry, sir. Do you remember last week when you came in and told me this whole story? And I said, I'm sorry, we only have money here, sir. We are a bank.
I won't take your dirty money, but I will take your clean bread. I'm here for bread.
Okay. Here's what I can do for you.
What is that?
I packed myself a sandwich this week. Okay, and I thought maybe you would come in again today, so I brought a couple slices of bread from the loaf that I have at home. Is that okay?
What kind of bread is it?
It's Wonder Bread. I eat white
Wonder
bread.
bread.
I enjoy,
what do you think I am?
I don't know.
A muggle? Do you think I'm a peasant?
I eat Wonder Bread, sir. You are now insulting me, and of the two of us, I'm the one behind the
I'm
counter.
insulting you. You've
I'm the one
insulted me
working.
since the moment that I walked in this door. Now, I've been coming into this bakery for years now. What's your name?
Yeah, Charles.
Charlie, if I may.
Every week, sir.
Christina Politsky.
Yes, gives you the ciabatta sourdough bread.
27-year-old.
Yes. Well,
Christina
at the time.
Politsky.
Sir, do you remember what happened to the bakery? It burned down, sir. It
That's
burned down to the
impossible.
ground.
I'm
Yes.
standing in the bakery
No, so
right
you're standing
now.
in a bank that we built on the same lot of this old bakery.
Cut to how the bakery burned down.
No, the bakery's on fire.
Oh, well, I'm done. Not even done with making this Italian. What? Did you leave the oven open?
Cut back to the bank.
What a fucking idiot.
Well, excuse me, sir.
I'm talking about how the bakery burnt down.
So you just kind of like grayed out for a minute and looked up and to the right for about 5 seconds, and then you came back and said, "What a fucking idiot, sir! You need to leave. You're scaring the other customers. And frankly, you're scaring me."
You've insulted me for far too long. I will be back with a vengeance. How dare you?
Cut to same time next week. Next person in line, please. Oh my god.
You motherfucker.
Oh shit.
I remember you.
Yes.
Chuck, if I may.
No.
Chuck.
That's not my name.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Do you see my ribs? I haven't eaten in a week because of you.
You said that last week, sir, and I know that's not true. I saw you at McDonald's at lunch break.
I'm
today.
looking for Christina.
She doesn't live here anymore.
Where's Christina?
She burned in the fire.
My condolences.
I didn't know her, but thank you. I'll pass on the note.
Christina and I had a fling,
Oh God.
and that's why I always came for bread, because
No.
she was pregnant with child,
Oh God.
married, and it was a fling, and so every week she would give me bread in exchange. I wouldn't pay for just the bread, but I would pay for the child support. Because you see, Chuck,
Oh my God.
if I may,
You may not.
her husband left her after she found that she was pregnant with child, a brown child. Because as you see, if you understand biology,
I understand English.
her husband was Caucasian. I myself am of Mongolian descent, brown. So if you
So What do you want? You want the money behind the counter or something? I don't know what you want.
I'll take 5s and 20s, please.
Okay.
And scene.
That
Okay.
was a very Christmas movie scene
Yes.
that we did. Where
Yes.
It was kind of like a serious subject.
A little serious.
But like we kind of made jokes out of it.
Charity.
Yeah.
Kept it light.
We should have had a talking animal in it.
Oh, we should have.
Yeah.
What kind of talking animal would you have thrown in it?
Probably a reindeer.
A reindeer. That makes sense.
Yes.
For the times.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas right back at you, because that's right. In 2 days from when this drops.
3.
Oh, 3 days. I think Christmas Eve is more Christmas than Christmas Day.
You want to elaborate?
Controversial, right? That's the day on Christmas Eve is when I'd meet up with my larger side of the family, and we'd open all the gifts at midnight,
At midnight.
as opposed to waking up in the morning.
What time does when does Santa drop off the presents then?
At some point the day before. I wish I could tell you. I don't know. He stopped by. You didn't hear? He stops by Filipino houses earlier than other people's houses.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why does he do that?
Because Filipinos have had a bad rap in history. The whole Spain thing, cuchara, tinidor. That's why we share the same Spanish words. But, and so he was like, yo, I feel bad for you Filipinos.
Wow.
Drop off your presents a day early.
A whole day early?
Yeah. You got a head start. He gets into carpool lane.
What?
Well, he has all those reindeer. That counts as more than one living thing in that lane.
Oh, that's an interesting phone call. I'll probably have to take that.
The baddies are just wondering who's calling you.
Anyways, I've been Alejandro.
And I've been Christian. Merry Christmas, baddies.
Merry Christmas, baddies. We have a great episode for you coming up on Thursday. It is a very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas.
Yeah, I let you say it because I blanked out completely because it's a very confusing title of a movie.
It's too long.
It's too long. It's a mouthful for sure.
But a perfect movie. It's only an hour and a half long, and honestly, just get smoked out of your gourd to watch this movie.
Honestly, just get high as
high as a kite.
High as a kite and watch this. It's actually laugh out loud hilarious.
It is.
It's really funny.
We'll get to it on Thursday.
Yes.
Thanks, baddies.
Thanks, baddies. Merry Christmas in advance. Ding, 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 ding.